Welcome to Retro Video Playback. Summer is just around the corner, so I'm taking a look at my must-watch summer movies. These are the movies that I make sure to watch every summer, even if I've already seen them at other times throughout the year. Some of them have been featured on episodes of my other series, Tape Talk Tuesday, and you can expect to see even more of them featured in future episodes throughout this summer. First up are the horror movies. What's summer without a good summer camp slasher? My favorite of them all, Friday the 13th, a movie I watch several times a year, but that's especially appropriate in the summer. Released in 1980, Friday the 13th had numerous sequels and inspired countless movies that followed. Speaking of, along with it, movies inspired by Friday the 13th are Sleepaway Camp and The Burning. Those two latter movies I only saw for the first time more recently, but they've certainly joined my roster. The Burning is especially newer for me, having seen it for the first time within the last 2 years, so I'm less attached to it. If I had to cut any movie from this list of movies in this video, it would be The Burning. Then there's Piranha from 2010, a remake of the 1978 original, an intentionally campy movie that's honestly a terrible movie in the best kind of way, and just makes for a really fun summer watch. Now for a couple of drama comedies. Dazed and Confused. It predates summer a little bit as I watch it on the day that the movie takes place, May 28th, but it almost certainly gets watched again during the summer. This is the only movie I have ever watched 3 times in one day. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, an absolute classic, and even though it takes place over the course of a school year, that California setting just makes the movie feel oh so appropriate for the summer. Adventureland, maybe one of the lesser known movies on the list. Some really big names in this movie, some who were already famous and others that would become much more famous after. This movie was a borderline independent production with a relatively small budget and relatively small theatrical release. It follows a number of characters working at an amusement park over the summer, and it's just one of those movies that makes you wish you could be at that age, at that time, and work a job like that. Moving on to some comedies. Summer movie watching would be incomplete without at least one viewing each of Caddyshack and National Lampoon's Vacation, both movies that you can expect to see on Tape Talk Tuesday in the coming weeks. These are both absolute 80s comedy gold. With Caddyshack, there's potentially no cozier summer shot than those opening shots at the country club with the sprinklers running in the early morning sun. And Vacation, endlessly funny and quotable. It was written by John Hughes after all. And what do Caddyshack and Vacation have in common? They were both directed by Harold Ramis. Then there's Meatballs. Similar to The Burning, this one's a bit newer for me. I enjoyed it a lot the first time I watched it a couple of years ago, but then I enjoyed it a lot less on my second viewing last summer. So we'll see what it has in store for me this year. These next movies are also comedies, but just to categorize things a little bit more, we've got a few kids movies. First is Heavyweights. I won't talk about it too much here because it will be featured on Tape Talk Tuesday in a few weeks, but man, this movie might be my favorite summer movie of all time. I watch it at least twice a summer, typically once at the beginning and once at the end. It was a childhood staple that never gets old. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a hilarious movie about a group of kids at a fat camp. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor this summer and give it a watch. Next is The Sandlot, a 90s classic. Not a lot to say about it, but it's an excellent choice for summer nostalgia. The backlot baseball, the treehouse sleepover, and of course, the swimming pool. Last for the kids' movies is Dennis the Menace, to be featured on Tape Talk Tuesday 1 week from the posting of this video. This one's never been released on Blu-ray except in Spain of all places, so instead I've got the DVD and the VHS, which, for a movie like Dennis the Menace, is just fine. If you've never seen this one, or you haven't seen it in a while, give it a watch and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It was also written by John Hughes, so it's super clever with plenty of humor for adults in it too. It's not just a kids' movie. Finally, to close us out, as an honorable mention, we've got Jaws. Not a top movie of mine, but I sure won't complain about watching it on a summer afternoon, especially the early scenes in the town and on the beach. Maybe don't watch this one if you'll be heading out for a swim in the next couple of weeks. So there you have it, my must-watch summer movies. What do you think I'm missing here? What are the absolute must-watch every summer movies for you? Thanks for watching Retro Video Playback.